We're chillin'! We're chillin' with Rick. He's gonna get to the story quick. Yeah, we're chillin'. Yes, we're chillin' with Rick. Chillin' with Rick, everybody. Yeah.
All right, let's get to the sponsors. Upscale Exotics, reptile-only specialty store that carries exotic reptiles looking for homes. They have snakes, lizards, geckos, turtles, chameleons, tarantulas, and more. It's a store of the creepy critters. With all the supplies, enclosures, and food, it's your one-stop shop, and they have knowledgeable staff located at 145 West Seneca Street in Sherrill, 315-367-5002. Games People Play, formerly Mind Games. It's a game store with so much more. They've been in business for 28 years. They have Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, or Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, and also sports cards. They also have retro video games and board games. Weekly events held in-store and a knowledgeable staff located at 114 Madison Street in Oneida, 315-363-2448. Whitestown Automotive, quality repairs at a good price just up the Thruway Bridge in Westmoreland. Boogie Dad's Music, working on producing and distributing music on all platforms and great royalty kickbacks for all performers. Oneida Carpets. Oneida Carpets, family owned and operated by Scott and Lynn White. They're both installers. They install carpet, laminate, vinyl, luxury vinyl, plank flooring, and ceramic tile. All of your flooring needs in one store. They're located at 174 Madison Street in Oneida, 315-361-9800. Big Girl Stump Removal. Do you have a stump that needs to be removed? I'm talking about a tree stump. Then call up Big Earl. He's a great guy with very fair prices, and he'll grind the stump right down to the roots. Give him a call at 315-363-5217. Papa Top. That place out there is just like Florida. It's a tropical paradise out there on that big old deck. They have obviously the outdoor deck, Adirondack chairs, picnic tables, bar stools. Grab some friends and go listen to some live music at Papa Top. Frog's Bar. Outdoor bar, picnic tables, Adirondack chairs, 2 fire pits for when fall comes. The owner, Mary, is phenomenal. She's a friend of mine. She wears the chillin' zip up proudly. And there's live music there all summer. Oneida Calet Civic Center. Upcoming events include NU Wrestling on May 27th. I'll be at that. Absolute Adele, an Adele tribute show, coming October 22nd at 3 p.m. Get your tickets for that, oneidacalet.com. Also coming on Saturday, February 24th, 2024, is Appetite for Voltage, a Guns N' Roses AC/DC tribute band. Get your tickets at oneidacalet.com. All right, on to my next guest. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Chillin' with Rick. Today I have the People Show, by the way. Without the people, I'd be nothing. Thank you, guys. And shout out to Z and Justin from Disruption Network. All right, today I have with me 2 local legends. I have Matt G is actually here from Gridley, Paige. Matt, you come on in first, brother. You're doing all the talking today.
Yeah.
How are you, man?
Good
Give
to
me a hug, man.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. Have a seat, brother. And now the legend himself. We'll see if he has his own theme music. The lead singer of Gridley, Paige, Tim Moyer. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Wave to Burn Dairy. This is great.
I love the audio. Looking good.
Looking good.
Looking good.
Look at this guy. He's here.
I didn't dress for the occasion. But
Tim, what I'm going to have you do is just set that on your pretty little leg there and don't move it.
Sit it on my pretty
Just
little
make
leg.
sure we can pick him up because he's doing all the talking.
He's doing all the talking. I'll just hold this.
Yeah, okay.
It's like a caterpillar.
There's a bug on your leg.
There's a
Whoa!
bug in my head.
Oh, don't do
In the
that.
hair.
Oh, man.
Okay, interview done.
You got that off, Mr. Popular?
Yeah, I got that off.
All right. Tim, did you ever own a Mustang?
No.
Okay. Why are people saying that on my shit then?
My
Ask
brother
him
did.
about his Mustang.
Didn't
Tommy?
he? Jeffrey. Didn't Jeffrey own one?
I don't think Jeffrey owned a Mustang. Tommy did. Long
Yeah,
time.
yeah, Tommy had one. That's right.
Okay.
Tommy had one.
In the comments section, they're like, asked him about his Mustang. I have no clue.
No Mustang here.
Yeah,
Weird.
yeah.
It is. I don't have a
Get to the
Mustang.
bottom of that.
Make notes of that. Have HR take care of that tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I don't want false info on my page, damn it. Matt, how are you, man?
I'm fine.
Yeah, how's the gout doing, man? I have
Oh.
to ask.
It's been in remission.
It's in remission?
I haven't had any outbreaks
All
in
right.
a while, since the beginning of the year.
You have that itchy rash.
That never goes away.
That was.
That's the gift that
That
keeps
came
on
from.
giving.
That came from the 80s. Though.
Came from the 80s.
Tim, that's a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm pretty
you-
healthy.
Are you back on the steak and wine now?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Tim, it's all downhill from here, man. He's going to have another outbreak.
It is. It's pretty bad. Steak and wine is all he does eat. And then when we're playing, he's usually thinking of eating or drinking.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's a long set. You
it
get
is.
hungry.
It's a long night.
Yeah.
It's a long night.
You guys earn your money. That's for damn sure.
Well, and then he has to spend it on food.
Yeah.
So we don't make any money ahead.
The circle of life.
Yes. Now, Tim, you know very well because you watch every episode. You're mentioned on my show a lot. There's a lot of respect for you and a lot of love for you out there.
Oh, wow.
And especially for me. You know I love you like a brother.
No, I know.
And I would like to think I'm part of the music community. I
You
think
are.
I am.
You're
Oh,
doing,
yeah.
you're doing your part.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to be a musician to
Yeah.
be a music supporter on that kind of stuff. So
Yeah,
you're doing your part.
I am.
Just keeping the scene alive.
I am.
Thanks for keeping the scene.
It's just an honor to have this guy here.
I don't.
I've
I
been
know.
waiting for this.
I gotta make him dinner after this.
I'm not a
you
big
know, that's the
talker.
thing.
I don't have a lot to say usually.
You're
You
doing
do have
fine,
a lot
man.
to say.
You've already said more than 3 words.
No. I'm trying really hard
You are.
to be conversational,
That's right.
but I'm not very good at it.
Matt, do you remember the first time you met this guy? Boy, he breaks out laughing.
I think so.
Yeah.
Did you come to my parents' house?
No, I think wasn't at my parents. It was my parents' house. We were rehearsing with Culprit.
I thought you came to my house before that when you were doing stuff.
Oh,
with
when
my
Mark.
brother,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe
yeah.
I met you before we were in a band. So I might have met you before we were in a band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did. Yeah, it was at your house.
It was my house, and here I come up with this. I look like Zach Morris with all his preppy clothes and all this stuff.
Not much has changed,
And
Tim.
he gets out of the car, and he's got long hair, and you hear a giant pick slide. He gets out of the car. I'm Matt. I'm like, hi, I'm Tim.
It'd be a reenactment for VH1 Storytellers.
No, I think no. Then there was that time that you were swinging on the swing, and you had your hair ponytails up like Wendy's, and I was mowing the lawn as Gene Simmons because that's the
Right.
way I used to mow the lawn.
Dress
All the
in
Gene
full-
Simmons attire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's one of our skits we play out in our head all the time.
That's retro right there.
Yeah.
That story was retro. Over 30 years together, right?
Pretty
Yeah.
much, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Almost.
90, 91.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. How'd you do it, Matt? How do you do it?
Well, now I drink. Back then I didn't touch alcohol.
Each
but-
word becomes more meaningless than the next.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he just tells you get in the car and off you go.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
He does all the work.
I know he
He
does.
really does. Tim
Yeah.
really does all the work.
Tim's the hardest working guy in local music.
I just have to learn the songs and show up.
Yeah. Pretty easy
Now
gig, isn't it?
Now I just show up.
Yeah. I need my wine and steak.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm not coming.
Yeah.
I had steak tonight, but I didn't save you any, man.
That's
So I
all
gotta,
What
you know,
the
I gotta
hell?
maintain it.
That's now he's gonna eat. Gonna make me get him steak.
Where are we all going? Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go to the steakhouse.
Yeah.
I'll buy.
All right.
All right.
I'm all set.
So, Tim, let's talk about the new deal you got going on. AM Gold, or how Jeffrey Moyer put it, I am old.
I am old.
Yeah, that was great.
No,
I
it's
asked
just,
him to do my show. He goes, dude, I have 4 kids and a full-time job.
Right.
I said, maybe in the future. He goes, but I am honored you asked.
yeah.
So.
He's a jerk. He's a jerk. We're like the Oasis brothers. We can do one show a year together, and that's about it. Then we get he and I get along great. As you can see on Facebook, we just torture each other most of the time. So.
Well, it's him torturing you.
Yeah, AM Gold. It's the yacht rock experience.
Yeah.
It's going to be something new and different that nobody's even seen or tried to conquer.
I've never heard of Yacht Rock, Tim. I apologize.
Yacht Rock is a whole actually channel dedicated to that on satellite radio.
Yeah.
And it's stuff that honestly, when we're done with shows, we don't listen to stuff that we play. We actually flip to that channel. It's like, man, what a great song, kind of thing. And that's when we kind of had the idea. We had the idea a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But the timing wasn't right to make it happen. And now the timing has become right. It's like, is Gridley Paige is starting to, as we're starting to progress into a little bit older clientele. I mean, we're lucky we're still doing this at the level that we are.
Yeah.
And then we just wanted to do something a little bit different because we want to take this we want to do showrooms with this and large scale productions with this. And it's going to be it's a production. It's not like guys playing in a band. It's a production.
Yeah.
Like a lot of stuff is being scripted out, and that's what I'm working on. I've already been. We're about 3 weeks into it and just trying to work and develop everything at night, when I'm done with work. And like I said, go back and forth and on things. I mean, it's all complete costumes in the whole 9 yards.
Nice.
So it's kind of like if everybody remembers the United Booty Foundation, which they did to disco, is what we want to do with Yacht Rock.
Yeah.
And that's Hall & Oates, and it's Ambrosia, and it's Boss Gags, and all that kind of stuff. Everybody will know every single song in there because it's been in, some of the songs have been in Guardian of the Galaxy, so the younger generation is going to know a lot of these songs and sing along with them because they're in viral videos right now. So we felt as though this is the time to push forward and make it happen. And we got our first show in January, actually. So there may be a pre-show before that that I'm currently working on, but it might just be a sneak preview show, which means we play like a half set of it.
Yeah.
So
then people like me be like, oh, I know all these songs. And like,
yeah,
now
exactly.
you know Yacht Rock.
And the thing is, the problem is we're kind of mixing in a little bit because Yacht Rock, if you do just Yacht Rock, and some of the Yacht Rock stuff it's about the moods, it's mellow kind of stuff. So we also have to amp some things, so it'll be filtered in some, some Boston, maybe some Foreigner, and stuff sprinkled in is to amp it up a little bit. So I mean, we've all got stage names.
Yeah.
So.
What's your stage name?
Mine is John Burgundy.
What's your outfit gonna look like?
I've got about 17 of them as I have to have. That's what I'm.
Oh, Tim's wardrobe's off camera. He will do a shirt change.
And then there's also Fonzie Bunker.
I'll be Fonzie Bunker.
I saw that name and I was laughing. I go, who the hell's Fonzie Bunker?
And then there's also our drummer Jimmy Barbarino. Yeah. But I also like our bass player's name is Kojak Holmes.
Yeah.
I love these names.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole point about it being fun. If you take Steel Panther, what they did with 80s stuff, we want to be able to do that to this. And I mean, the next level after we get it going and moving on is to go into the studio and write some songs into that setting and put out some material of our own that is in that format.
Yeah.
So
this is gonna be
we'll
awesome.
See.
I mean, that's what we'd like to do. That's a year down the road.
It's a little
that's
over the horizon right now.
It's the things get going. Gary Johnson's in the band. He's Mike Ferrari.
Yeah.
There's somebody else. Oh, can't forget our lead guitarist, Captain Lubing.
Oh, that's right.
Captain Lubing.
Yeah.
And who was that?
Dave King.
Dave King.
Yeah.
I should have known.
Yeah.
Captain Lubing. Can't get any better than that. As soon as we put the name out there, he's like, I'm that. I'm like,
I'm that.
Of course you are.
I want to be in this band. I'll be Chillin' Smith.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have.
It needs to be pepped up.
I have everybody's names different as I'm talking to some other people that may make guest appearances in the show.
Yeah.
They'll have stage names.
Yeah.
Director of fun.
Director of Fun.
Yes.
If you saw that on there, I laughed out loud. It's like, Gary Johnson's part. Mike Ferrari, Director of Fun.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. Perfect. It's going into the script.
I'll come up and interview everybody in between sets. What do you think?
Go. Yeah, there you go. Something a little different. Something different.
I'm just trying to get in on this, Tim.
I know.
It's not going to happen. I know. 250 more episodes, and we'll talk, chillin'.
You can be Isaac, our bartender.
Yeah.
There
There you go. You
I'm
got
just
it down.
I'm gonna grow a mustache diet because it's all white.
Yeah.
I'll serve Tim and Matt. Matt, I'll serve you your wine.
Yeah.
You like red wine, correct?
Yes.
He goes to us today in the chat. Hey, maybe we should make, because there's going to be 2 keyboards on stage. Maybe we should make one of the keyboards a bar. Isn't yours a bar right now?
Instead of just a stand, we'll have like a bar in front of it.
Well, we can. We can have that prop made.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be fun.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. They're all ideas.
Ideas
We're still,
that it's going to be. It's a fun, and I wanted to have this environment. I'm working with Tony Stone. Obviously, the first show's there. I'm going to work with them on developing a drink, a yacht rock drink for that night.
Wow.
And everything's going to be. It's in January when it's cold, so it's going to be. Hey, let's magically whisk you away to the beaches, and that's what it's going to be. It's kind of. We hope that it brings in an element. It's like, man, I can't wait for summer to come.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you know how it is around here in wintertime.
Oh my God, it sucks. I'm surprised you're even gonna go out in the wintertime, Tim.
I don't. I try to stay in as much as possible.
I seen the premiere date, January. I'm like, oh, damn.
Well, I mean, and it usually slows down, but last January was the biggest January on record for Turning Stone.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to figure out why. It was just a
Well, it's coming
random...
off of COVID. I think everybody was...
Well, no, because you have that dip after Christmas where everybody gets the bills. It usually comes in February. You see the drop. But January, it's colder, so people have a tendency to stay home.
Yeah.
And the numbers were spiked through the roof for everything in January. So.
And you'll bring them in anyway. You know who you are, right?
We hope so.
Yeah.
We hope so. I mean, we've been promoting it already, and we're not even...
Yeah.
It's not till January that we have to do this. So, I mean, we're already promoting the hell out of
5-6 months ahead of time. You might as well.
You know, I like to be... I'm OCD, so I have to make sure that's taken care of, so...
How did you come up with the name AM Gold? Is it just because...
It's because the AM Gold is associated with Yacht Rock.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to call it we call it the Yacht Rock Experience, but we wanted it to be, AM Gold covers anything that was on AM radio.
Gotcha.
Kind of thing. So that's going back, and it's like, brandy and all that kind of stuff, that goes along with it, but also you can now incorporate some of the blending stuff, like, the Foreigner, the Boston and whatnot. So the classic rock falls into that category.
Oh, yeah. Matt, what do you think of all this, man?
Got my fingers crossed that it's going to work. There's a lot of work to be put
A lot of
in
work
that.
to be put into it. People don't realize that.
Yeah.
It's not just going to play the part.
Yeah.
It's the whole atmosphere.
Yeah.
I want it to be a show.
Yeah. You're going to mustache for this, right?
We'll have
Actually,
mustache changes.
that's what we thought
We have
about
a whole
wardrobe
look.
changes. I told those guys, what about having mustache changes?
Yeah.
There is something that I haven't done yet.
That's funny.
Actually, so I ordered a mustache, and I sent those guys the picture of it the other night, and I look like an out-of-work Super Mario brother.
Yeah.
I seen it on Facebook.
There you go.
Steve, the out-of-work Mario brother.
Yeah.
The brother that's not mentioned.
Yep.
That's what I look like, and he called me Sanchez. So it's
Sanchez.
like,
I like it. What's up, Sanchez?
yeah,
He kind of looks like a Sanchez, don't he, Matt?
With that mustache.
he did. It's terrible.
Yeah, well,
So let's talk about how Gridley Paige is still on top, doing what they do at this level of the game, man. I mean, how are you doing it? Because people sit out here like, I don't know how Tim's still doing it, top level. How do you still do it, man?
We're a business.
Yeah.
I mean, first and foremost, we're a business. We're not,
Yeah.
we're not a weekend warrior.
You know,
I mean, he's done this for how many years and been able to do this for a living.
yeah.
I mean, that's
Never had a job, right, Matt?
well,
he had a little
I
time.
slipped a
He
while
did
back
some
and had a
sabbatical.
job. Yeah. I had a job for a little while.
Tim Moyer rescued you from that.
So, okay, you want to play again? I sure do. Working sucks.
And And that's
Tell me
something you
about
have to learn, kids.
Stay in school.
Stay in school.
Yes.
Do 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 do.
Yeah. The more you know, the less I know.
Stay in school, kids.
No, I mean, it just basically, it's everything is trying to conduct yourself as a professional level. We've just been lucky enough to surround ourselves with great players at all the time too. So I mean that I couldn't do what I do without him or the other guys in the band.
Yeah.
You know, having the right players in there is the reason why I'm able to sell the product.
Yeah.
You know, as a front guy.
And the oxygen bed and the steroids.
Yep,
That
and the heroin that we do.
That keeps us going.
That keeps us going.
I see track marks on your arm, Matt.
Yeah.
That's
Steroids.
That's because he mowed the lawn and got caught up in some nasty stuff.
The other real
We'll go with,
I just drove through some briars with a lawnmower.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And that's the other thing.
That's not rock and roll.
I think that's the thing is we've been pretty much drug free too.
Yeah, I know.
And with the exception of, alcohol, but we don't.
Yeah.
We do it casually. We're not like getting blitzed out of our mind, except the 4th of July weekend and you.
Well, that's because we're not going anywhere.
We're not going anywhere or doing anything.
I'm just sitting on a boat that somebody else is driving.
Well, not really.
Well,
you guys have a lot of fun together. You guys are just like brothers.
sort of.
Like-
Sort of.
like a married couple.
Yeah.
It's been together too long.
Yeah. Both got the dry sense of humor. It'll offend probably 95% of the people, but you guys think it's hilarious, so we'll just go with it.
I don't know.
I'm being tame right now.
Yeah, because actually everybody knew it was because you guys look like you're having a good time on stage. Yes, because you know the conversations that are going through our head.
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't like us.
Oh, man. So, I want to talk about the list of questions that came across my feed today.
All right. Let's get into these. Let's see what these are.
Are you going to dress like a captain for the debut show?
There will be a captain's outfit change in there at some
Okay.
point in time. Yes.
Along with the mustache.
I don't know about the mustache. I mentioned. Look at his Paige over there shaking her head, and Robin was too. Actually, she's like, absolutely not. So I probably won't be doing that. So
No mustache.
no mustache.
Scott DeCan from As If. What's up, brother? He wants you to reminisce about Foles Beach House and how you used to play there back in the day. He idolized you. Like, he's not even kidding. So if you want to address Scott DeCan...
I don't know. That's a good word to idolize. I saw Z laughed at that when he said that one time in the interview.
Z couldn't stop laughing.
I know. I watched that. I watched all the interviews. So. Foles Beach House. Wow.
That's like when you were starting, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the earlier days.
It was earlier.
Obviously.
It was the 90s.
Yeah.
And it's when the 90s when we were really clicking on all cylinders. I mean, we were playing 4 and 5 nights a week sometimes.
Yeah.
And it was every show was packed. So.
Yeah, Foles was, well, it's a casino now, but
Yeah, Foles was
it's a lot
basically-
cleaner now than it was then.
See, Scotty was a
It was
young...
so dirty back then.
Oh, it was filthy.
The backstage area was just it looked like a torture chamber for somebody.
Yeah.
I was expecting to somebody say put the lotion on the skin at one point in time because that's how it was back there.
Yeah.
But we had some huge nights there. I mean, some monster nights there. But
Yeah.
Scotty kept on getting kicked out because he was too young.
I was just going to say that.
He'd come in one way and he'd see this kid, and I'm like, they'd take him out, and I'd see him sneaking the other way. And I was like, this kid is adamant about being in here.
Yeah.
I think because he was friends with Gary Johnson, and Gary used to watch us outside with his bike.
Really?
He was on the BMX bike.
Oh, I never knew that.
Watching out there. That's why it's great.
Now Scotty's got his own band. Gary's with you.
Everything
happens for a
Gary's
reason.
been like in the Gridley Paige family, like behind the scenes for like forever.
Yeah.
I mean, really, even since when they were doing Dashboard Nixon. I mean, we were doing, and Gary was on my roster for a long time.
Yep.
You know, he's such a super talent. I mean,
Oh my
Yeah.
God, he's a freak.
He's like a go-to fill-in guy.
He's a freak.
he can come in and say, I said, you know this song? No, I haven't played it, but I'll figure it out.
I heard it
What?
before.
I heard it before, and then he'll just play it perfect. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
super talented
I went and
kid.
seen him over here at Papa Top. I was the only one there. That was embarrassing, and I went to the owners after that. I go, you can't book him on a fucking Tuesday. What are you guys, nuts?
Is that where we played on a Sunday? That was crazy.
I love Papa Top, but
Mhm.
I mean, it's new booking now, so
Mm-hmm.
that don't happen anymore. But I was like, you can't book him on a Tuesday. He's a weekend guy.
Well, summertime has got to be tough. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
because everybody wants to be outside. Nobody
Yeah.
wants to be inside.
But, and he knows I'm a sucker for the one song. I can't even remember the song now. But he played it, and I recorded it, and it got a lot of views on Facebook.
Oh, Old Man
Yeah.
by
Neil Young.
Neil Young.
Yep. Neil Young song, yes.
Well, Beck just did a cover of it not too long ago.
Yeah.
So,
All right, let's get back to this. Tim Becker, he's a sponsor of mine. He wants to know about your days playing in Caroga Lake.
Oh,
That's
wow,
way
that was
back
way,
too,
way
isn't
back
it?
too. That was when the place with the carousel up north.
that was the dark days, right? That's when we had Rob Galuppi playing drums, right?
I'm glad he's mentioned it, dark days.
Well, no, because I was the dark.
Way to go.
Because we didn't have another guitar
Way to make
player.
friends.
It was no Dark Days, not because of who was in the band. It was just like that's when like we started doing all that new metal.
New metal and stuff, and we were diminishing a little bit, kinda
Yeah.
trying to find our own.
And I was getting ready to leave, or I
You
was
were
always
getting
on the
ready to
verge of
leave it.
leaving.
Yeah, and that's when we started getting into Ben Folds 5 and stuff like that. I mean, if you think about it, we've done pretty much this is something we haven't played with Yacht Rock, but we come full circle because we used to play Marilyn Manson back in the day.
Wow.
You know,
That's
people
surprising.
don't realize
Filter
it.
and
And Filter,
Metallica, yeah.
Metallica, and everything.
Wow.
And we've come full circle to getting into the '90s stuff. But wow, Caroga Lake, I remember that place where it's Birmingham Lake.
I can't
Right?
remember. I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah, that's
We should have kept our map of rock. We should have kept it.
Our map of rock.
It was,
We had
a
one
map,
for a little
we had one for a
while.
while. It's called the Map of Rock, and every time we put a push pin in,
It was in Brent's office.
Yep.
Like where we played.
where
like
we
the
played, and we
radius
put
for-
have a map up there, and it's like, oh great, we have the Map of Rock. Okay, here's
Yeah.
another city we went to and did.
We should have
And,
kept it all these years.
yeah, it's probably somewhere down at my mom's house or something.
Have you guys ever played out of New York State?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Virginia,
Maryland, and Virginia,
Pennsylvania, Vermont, Maine.
Pennsylvania quite a bit.
Now, is that back when
Maine.
you were breaking in, you just traveled all over, or is that...
No, I mean we got involved with a promoter that we actually in the winter, instead of sending us down south,
yeah.
they'd send us to frickin'
Ski resorts.
up in Maine, like the top part of Maine and Vermont
Yeah.
and into New Hampshire and Massachusetts, and we played New Hampshire, the Coliseum in New
Yeah.
Hampshire and whatnot.
A Scootney. We
A
played in
Scootney, Vermont.
Yeah.
We played all over
Yeah.
the Northeast at one point in time. I mean, we were lucky, we were fortunate enough, but it's like, yeah, we used to travel out of the state quite a bit. We were trying to break in because of the album and everything too.
And you guys are originally going to go to Vegas, but Vegas came to you with Turning Stone, correct?
That's what we and I were planning on doing, yeah.
Yeah. I think you guys would have
After
been
the record
successful.
deal kind of went south, it's like, hey, what do you want to do now? Well, we play covers. Well, we might as well move to Vegas. So, and we almost did.
Yeah.
And then Turning Stone came here, and they didn't start out with completely regional bands. They started out with bands that were traveling from New York and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then they slowly came in, and we were still drawing some massive numbers. And then they said, hey, why don't you give a shot at the gig? And kind of the locals guys and regional guys were the ones that saved Exit 33.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't anybody. They were going downhill because of the Exit they were booking, and it was the regionals that pulled it in
Yeah.
and made it happen.
Yeah.
So,
And you
but
guys...
that's what I developed it into being a show. I didn't want it to be just playing a regular bar gig. I wanted this to be a show.
Yeah.
You have a video wall. Let's use the video wall. Let's go into the paths that nobody thinks we're gonna go to, and we started doing that. That was how many years ago? 10 years ago.
10, yeah, they
'cause
just
we
had their
did the
anniversary,
10th
right?
anniversary, yeah.
So we played there when they opened. So
Wow. And everybody around here is striving to get into the gig, but I think it's a whole rehearsal process now. And
It's an audition
an
process. now.
audition. That's what not rehearsal, audition. My bad.
Yeah. They're doing it again, I guess, in November.
Oh, cool. All right, November, guys. Is there going to be an ulterior motive reunion?
No, Dave. Dave.
I have to ask.
I don't.
right after the culprit reunion.
Right. I mean, I don't know that people would remember Ulterior Motive. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, because Gridley Paige kind of became bigger than Ulterior Motive was at that point. So
Well, how long was
And
the
it's
band
been-
even together?
the band was only together for a couple of years.
Because Culprit was what?
Culprit
3 or
morphed-
4 years?
Ulterior Motive morphed into Gridley Paige.
Right. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, and it's I know Mike's in town. I know we're all supposed to be getting together, so that's why. And we got to reach out to Sean.
Yeah.
I got to reach out to Sean maybe tonight,
Yeah.
or tomorrow, and see if we can at least get together. Because I mean, it's good just to hang out with those guys. I mean,
Yeah.
the stories that we had back in the day with those guys, it was all those guys were a lot of fun. They're still part of the, even though we became Gridley Paige, they're still part of the, still part of the family.
Yeah.
I mean, you become brothers with these guys, even after all these years. I mean, I joke with Dave on Facebook all the time, and he was the one that got us, he introduced me to Marillion, and that was in Rush, pretty much. So.
Boss! Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
He told a story a few years ago about that, and I tried to get him to tell it again, and he won't. I totally forget the story.
I'd have to reach back in my mind to really figure out because he used to drive bus.
Yeah, Central.
Yeah, and it was something to do with that we used to bust each other's chops on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like I said, we talked about getting together now that Mike's in town, and depending, because I mean, this week we've got 4 shows, next week we've got 3.
Yeah.
So I mean, if we can do it when Mike's home and all get to my house, and then dig out those old videotapes just so we can just have some, reminisce.
Reminiscing time.
Awesome. So.
Yeah.
If somebody has them.
Mike's got a lot of them.
Mike had. Oh yeah, Mike did have them because I watched some of them. They were all the few ulterior motive ones.
Yep.
And then he had some cassettes. I think he'd put on CD of some Gridley shows.
Yep. I know Roscoe's got a lot of the Gridley stuff.
Oh.
So I mean, he's got a lot of video of us
Right.
at Captain Trips and some of the other places that were.
Does anybody have a video player that works?
Huh?
Does anybody own a video player that works?
I do.
VHS.
I
Does
do.
it work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matt, you ready?
That's what you watch your 80s porn on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are correct, sir.
Oh!
As I carve up my
Yeah.
steak and drink my
Yeah.
wine, I'm watching my 80s porn.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So many stories I could go on with that right now, but I'm trying to keep it to a family show.
Yeah, keep it to a family show. We don't care on chilling.
I mean, is there an ulterior motive reunion?
Yeah.
With us being so busy, probably not. It means we'd have to set up rehearsals, and Mike being in Florida, it's kind of tough to do that. So.
Your hair looks good today, by the way, Stamos.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm just thank God. Maybe I should change my stage name
Stamos.
to
Oh yeah.
Rick Stamos.
I like it.
That's a good idea too.
Ricky Stamos.
Yeah.
Ricky Stamos.
There you go.
What do you think, Paige? That's a no-go.
'Cause I got thinking about that too, because I mean, Rick Springfield was big back then,
Yeah.
part of the yacht rock kind of thing. But so was John Stamos, because he was
That's
in
right.
See, I'm
Kokomo.
gonna do quite a segue right here, and it's gonna fit right in. What's it like to stay sexy all the time, Tim?
I saw that from Mike. I saw that from Mike.
Miguel Tempo wants to know.
My God, it's so much work. So much work. I don't get up. It takes hours in a chair
Yes.
to look like this. Hours.
Did you get a hold of your stylist today?
I did. I called the stylist
Yep.
today. Set up an appointment for next week.
Yeah.
I forgot to bring my Nautica out here. I wanted to make you feel totally comfortable, so I had Nautica
Oh.
cologne. I mean, hey,
Hey,
I got the Voyage, man.
that's good. It's all important.
I smell like it now in my fancy polo chillin' shirt.
There you go. You're set for the
I am set.
yacht rock stuff. So.
I am. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
They call me Chillin' Miguel. I don't know. Just chillin's got to be in there somewhere.
Yes,
For
I
that.
saw that. I saw that one thing from
Yeah.
Mike. I'm like, yeah, that's great.
And Z wants to know when you're doing his show.
Z wants to know when I'm doing his show.
Yep.
Tell him to call me. I'll figure it out. But he's got to come with me.
I'm going next month.
But we're gonna go as dressed as Wayne and Garth.
There you go.
And then in that episode, I'll walk off and leave him on. They did like they did in Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm looking forward to your future, man. This is going to be good. I don't know how you come up with this, Tim, but I think it's going to be gold. AM gold.
Well, it's if if Matt hasn't killed himself by then, but
Nah, he's in it for the long
he's
haul.
built a guillotine in the woods
Has he?
to chop his own head off.
Really?
You guys all laugh, and I've seen it.
I ain't laughing. I want to see nothing happen to him.
Stainless steel.
You are correct. Yeah. Yes. What? No way. Christ's sakes.
AM
So-
Gold, man.
Yeah.
No,
Here it
like I said,
comes.
we hope it works. I mean,
It's gonna work.
It's a lot of work to make it work, but hopefully it'll achieve what we want it to do. Let's put it
Yeah.
that way.
Seeing how you're
Nothing
in,
is guaranteed. Let's put it
Right.
that way.
But we try stuff.
you gotta
tried
try.
The train.
We've been trying
tribute
for
band.
30 some odd years.
Yeah, I know.
If you fail, it's a first attempt in learning.
Hey, we did a lot of failure things.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh yeah. I mean, we'll learn songs and then
we'll play them once or twice, and that doesn't work. Okay, drop it. So
Yeah.
we
we're
try,
not afraid to keep.
and that's the other thing. We attempt things. They may not always work, but it's like the way we attempt them is people don't know that we're attempting them, but it's like, okay, that didn't work. So,
Yeah.
but we take the chances. We take a lot of chances.
Yeah.
We can't play the same 40 songs
And
all the time.
And the thing is, and it's because there's a lot of people who are like, well, how come you guys get? Because we just keep on going. You know how many times we've played in front of 5 people? We played in front of 5,000 people. We played in front of 15,000 people. But you have to have those spots where you don't give up.
You
just
keep reinventing yourself.
Well, you keep reinventing, but you keep just pushing because
Yeah.
you know it's going to get better on the other side of things. Because like I said, we've played shows just recently. We played 15 people. Okay, we just got to do what we got to do. We have a good time because he and I usually have got some sort of things going on in our heads where we just feed off each other that way. So,
Yeah.
but it's just you just push through it, and that's the secret,
And I've talked to you about, it's like, Jesus, you just play for like 10, 15 people. How's that make you feel? Keeps me grounded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Simple as that.
Hey, we're just lucky to still be playing.
Yeah.
It's 70
Joe Altier just went through it. He played for like 5 people. It was a cold day. It was
Joe's
raining
another
out.
example. Joe,
Yeah, he just keeps
He's
going.
like-
just keep
he's-
going.
You keep going like there's a million.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what you have to kind of like picture in your head. It's like, okay, there's not 5 people here. There's 5,000 people.
Yeah.
Here. And that's in your mind. You kind of have to tell yourself that to,
Yeah.
to push yourself, to keep yourself energized
Yeah.
through the gig. So,
Yeah.
and Joe's been doing it just like we have, just as long. There's a guy that plays all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he knows. He and I've had several conversations on that.
Yeah.
So.
Summer grind. That's what he told me when he was here.
It is. It's summer grind. It slows down. That's why we couldn't do the yacht rock earlier because we were so busy with shows, and with the other project that kind of went to the wayside, we filled in with the acoustic stuff and some of the band stuff, and
Yeah.
then, but we knew we couldn't get to the yacht rock until we don't rehearse until fall.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like we just don't have time
Yeah.
because we're doing 3 shows a week, 4 shows a week.
Tell me about it.
So, but we, what we rehearse is we get to Turning Stone. Our load-in time, people don't realize, it's like, well, you get a 10 o'clock show. No, our load-in time is 5:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
once we get loaded in, here's the songs we're learning for sound check. We're gonna run through them and see what they sound good, and they sound good, we'll play them that night. And that's how we learn new material in the summer.
I was coming to see you in Cheryl, and I talked about it. I said, Tim, I'm finally going to come see you full band. And it got rained out. I was pissed.
Yeah, it got moved to August 15th.
Oh,
which
August
is-
15th.
Which is Robin's birthday. I love you.
Are they going to
sorry.
have fireworks for that, or is it just you guys?
No, it's just us.
Just you? Okay. Well, it's still worth going to.
Well, I mean, hopefully we played a bunch of them. We love playing there. I mean,
Alright.
that's it would have been great to play the fireworks. So
Yeah.
hopefully we can
Yeah.
get signed up again, maybe for the AM Gold for next summer. I mean, that
Yeah.
might be the thing to do is
That'd
push
be
for
cool.
that one. Because I mean, I would hope by then in that demographic too would probably be more well received than
Yeah.
Gridley.
That's true. You got a point there.
Because Gridley's more of the rock, and it's going to stay in that rock genre and stay into that pop rock now. So there'll definitely be, some of these songs that we had been playing, yacht rock stuff, some of them mixed in through the shows. It's like testing.
Yeah.
Okay, this is working. So now, as we move forward, this Gridley will become more of the rock element
Yeah.
again. The pop rock, the 90s,
Yeah.
the 2000s stuff like we've been doing. But
Yeah.
it's going to be with the more rock stuff because we still were rock and roll guys.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
I can tell by your hair that you're a rocker, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something different for the AM Gold. I may actually have to wear a captain's hat, so
I can't wait to see this.
I'll
This
have
is
to
going to be
snug
great.
in all this beauty.
Pink pants, captain's hat.
Ugh. Pink pants. Pink pants, Paige.
No, she says. I wish Robin was here. She'd be screaming no.
Actually, no, because she's been sending me, it's funny when he calls up. Now, I've known him for how many years, and he calls up and he's like, so I've been looking online at clothes. I'm like, that sounds like a girl statement to me, but whatever. It's like, I'm glad you're taking that.
Bell-bottom corduroy pants.
Yeah.
Don't knock it, I wore them.
So did I back then. But now I'll just have to wear them adult
Basically,
size.
it's like going to be like that 70s show attire, if you think about it.
I love
it. It's, but, when you're in a chat with the 5 guys, and they're pretty much, Billy, which is Kojak, he's already gone, I've already got those shoes. I'm like, wow. I can't believe all you guys are really talking about fashion on this one for the first time ever. This is
Platform
awesome.
shoes.
So it's really coming together really nicely. And
70s is my era. I was born in 76. That's
You guys
close to my heart.
old.
I was born before that.
You guys old.
I was born before the 70s.
I guess I'm the young
born
one in this
80.
group.
You were born in 1980, okay.
Yeah, 1980.
I'm just a youngin'.
You were in college in 1980.
No, it wasn't. It was the 80s, late 80s. Very end of the 80s, like 90s.
Okay, Grandpa.
Okay.
See how they
Nobody-
just for men in that?
Yeah.
No. I'm Dracula.
Just for gentlemen.
I'm Blackula.
He's a vampire.
I am black,
That was on the Love Boat, because everything's fashioned around Love Boat things.
Yeah.
And I found a bunch of memes that were Love Boat that somebody made up of the Kool-Aid Man making an appearance on Love Boat, and it's got Kool-Aid Man on the Love Boat. I was crying. I couldn't stop.
Where do you find those things?
Yeah, but I've been putting some of the memes on the AM Gold. Remember this?
Oh.
And today was Pizza Hut.
Oh, wow.
And it was an
wow.
ad for Pizza Hut. And
Yes.
remember, we all used to go back to Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
I love Pizza Hut. I still
We
do.
used to go as kids.
Yes.
It was awesome. It's like, hey, get done with church and, hey, we're going to Pizza Hut. Awesome.
They tore down our Pizza Hut and put a Popeyes up.
They tore down a lot of Pizza Huts. I think
Yeah.
they're going
They're
pretty much,
going under.
They're going under.
Yeah.
Well, you got pretty much Utica's full of, pizza.
Pizzerias. Yeah.
Awesome pizza.
When I do
You
Z
know?
show, me, Z, and Juster are
You
going
went
out
to
to lunch.
Olive Garden.
We're
What
going
the
to
hell?
Tavolo this time.
Okay.
Don't you give me shit too.
She's Italian. Olive Garden.
I went to Olive Garden. That was my mistake. I got COVID
And
from
then
that place.
he got COVID and diarrhea.
Yeah.
And that's,
Yep.
same thing you get from Taco Bell.
It's like Z's here all over again. He came to my show. I forgot to turn the mics on because I was legit so excited to see him.
Right.
I forgot to turn the mics on, so
Are these
none
on?
of that came out. Yes,
The
they're
lights on.
Lights on.
So, you learn.
Ha Z.
Yeah, this is the episode to make it.
I wish he could have been on the episode with us. That would have been awesome.
Yeah. So Z sits down and he starts right in. So, you went to Olive Garden, huh? You son of a bitch.
That sounds like C. What's wrong with you? I can hear him now.
I said, just to think, I was happy to see you. You can go away now.
Yeah.
He was here on it looked like an orange sky out here with that Canada smoke.
Yeah.
He was here on that day.
Oh, wow.
Like it was just real bad. It was up in the 400s. And Z sits down out here. He goes, this is the only place that there's not smoke in central New York because it's so covered out here.
It
Right.
was terrible. And sometimes you get a couple days where it's still like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I hate that smoke. That's why I won't go to campfires. I hate that smell. And then all of a sudden you can't even walk out your front door.
Yeah.
It's like, son of a bitch. Why are you on fire? Put it out.
Yeah.
There wasn't really fires. It was government.
Yeah.
Our government put it down.
Yeah.
That's why they said UFOs. There's
UFOs.
nothing happening here behind Hunter Biden. Don't worry about Hunter Biden. You unleash the UFOs. That's my favorite meme that I got right now. It's like, unleash the UFOs. All right.
Yeah, it was bad out here that day. And I wish I would have turned on the mics because me and Z talked for an hour and it was gold.
Oh, nice.
And he had a lot
Was
to
it
do
AM
with...
gold?
It was not AM gold. Sounds like marijuana.
It does a little bit.
I got that AM gold here.
Yeah.
Give that a try.
Nice.
But he had a lot to do with the electric company starting the nightlife on
absolutely.
Varick Street.
Yeah.
Oh, he was a big,
And we brought
big
that
portion of that.
I brought
to
that
this
up.
day.
Yeah,
I mean, he was a big part of the music scene, back years ago.
yeah.
And like I said, I used to put posters up. We'd put posters
Well,
up
you
every
gotta
Monday
be a
night.
dick, Tim.
And that's why he didn't like me for a while. And it was just,
No, you guys are best
busting,
friends. That's cool.
I have so much respect for him.
I
He's
love
done
him.
so many great things with the podcasts and all his shows that are on that network now too. And he's
Yeah.
doing. He's just. I mean, he loves music, and he's a very big supporter of music. And that you can see it.
Yeah.
You can just see it. So
I'm
he's
trying
very
to,
supportive
Ted.
on everything. No, everybody's. There's all you guys are. There's a lot of you guys that are doing that right
Yeah.
now, which is important.
Yeah.
It helps all of us too.
Yeah.
But we're all together. We're not. Thanks for the support. It's like, no, we're a team.
Yeah. I say it out here just about every episode. We're all a brotherhood. Because when I started this, it was horrible. I had that. I remember you guys on the first. Oh my God.
I was actually going to bring in our GP banners and put it over the top of this. It's like, okay. Kind of put that in there. It's like, all right, Chilling with the Brick has been taken over by Gridley Paige.
It has been. I got taken over. But yeah, me and Z had a great talk out here, and we talked about a bunch of things, and I just wish the mics were on. Because that was
Well, it would've been
probably
great.
one of my
Probably-
favorite episodes.
Yeah, probably one of the great.
Yeah.
And sometimes when that happens, you can't resurrect that again.
Yeah. No, when he's coming back the 17th of this month, and it's going to be
17th.
trash.
17. Maybe I'll make it. We should come down and
Yeah. It's a
in the
Thursday.
middle of it.
Oh wait, yeah, Thursday, because we're going to Ghost on Friday. We're going to the Amp.
Oh, you're going to Ghost?
Yeah.
Really?
J-Ro's
Yeah.
going? Who's going to that show?
J-Ro and I think Davis.
Bill Ali's going.
Yep.
I think he got free tickets for that. They gave him pit for free.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
We're
mean,
in the
going up
100
to see.
section.
We're going to see. She wanted to see the Goo Goo Dolls, so we're going to see the Goo Goo Dolls on Wednesday that week. So
We're in the 100 section. We paid good
Thursday's Yellow Card. That's who it is. I knew there was something going on there Thursday.
money. We got prime parking up close. We paid like $60 for it. I've never been there. What's it like to get in and out of that
So
place?
I went to the first concert last year that I've been to since it opened, and it's sad to say that it took me that long to go.
Yeah.
But I like playing in front of crowds. I hate being in them.
Yeah.
Unless I'm going to be on the side of the stage watching the show, if I'm going to be in there, I'm going to watch it from up towards next to the soundboard. I want to take in the whole thing because
Yep.
I'm doing homework when
That's
I get
what
these things.
our thought process was.
And-
We're going to be there. Let's go big.
And so for us to go when we did, like I'll pull the set list off
Mhm.
for their tour.
Yep.
And I'll know what their last song is, what the encore song is. So when we went to see Sting, Robin and I sat there and she goes, well, when do you want to leave? I go, we got to leave now. And she's like, why? I go, this is the last song. We're done after this. She's got one more encore. I said, you don't want to listen to that. Let's get out.
You don't want to listen
Because
to
I
that.
don't. She's like, well, what? Well, yeah. No. We can listen as we're walking away. I don't want to be in the middle of the traffic.
Yeah.
We got out. And this is true with anything. Ask her. She says, you do this with every show, Dad.
Yeah.
I will pull up the set list. I will know what the encore, the last song is. I'll know how many encores if they're doing encores. I did that at the Train concert that we went to the last time, at the last Train Goo Goo Dolls concert, and I did that at the Journey concert. Because she and Robin got her for a graduation gift. She wanted up in the front, which she's got video of herself crying watching Journey.
Yeah.
So, and I'm going, we gotta go now. And like, calm down. No, now. I want to get out before all this traffic. I hate traffic. I
Me
hate
too.
crowds. I don't want to be around it.
Yep.
So,
Unless you're on stage.
unless I'm on stage, I'll play it for. You want to put 500,000 people in a place? I'll play it.
This
I
may
don't-
sound ridiculous, but I hate being in the crowd too. I want to interview the son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Because it feels like I should be interviewing him.
Yeah.
That's how much passion I have for this. I was like, I should be interviewing him. And I joked with her. I said, I'm going to get a hold of this guy. His name's Tobias. I said, I'm going to see if he'll do my show. She's like, I wish. She's got a big crush on the guy. Our whole bathroom is just ghost theme.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's ghost pictures in our bathroom. I was like, why the bathroom?
Mary Jo actually was the road manager at one point in time.
Really?
And as a matter of fact, J-Ro's going to that concert too because J-Ro's a big fan of him, and as I think Bill is. But the problem is with Lakeview from my understanding is there isn't the clearance, so they can't use all the pyrotechnics that they normally have at a
Yeah.
ghost show.
Yeah.
So it's a scaled back ghost
Okay.
show.
See, he's only doing amphitheaters on this tour.
Yeah.
At least, I think
Yeah.
it's this tour he's doing amphitheaters.
Well, I think Mary Jo did the stage design work on it.
Last night was
Yeah.
his first gig in the United States. He's out in California, and he's going to work his way this way.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Yeah, Collective Soul was that same night down in Z's going with you at that show?
No.
I was gonna say Z's at Collective Soul. It's at Saranac that night. I'm sure,
okay.
90% sure.
Yeah. It's August 18th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We had the night off.
I wish Z was going. We'd have a fucking riot.
Yeah. He's going to clearly be a Collective Soul.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's working that show.
But I know Bill Alley and J. Rowe and all these
Oh, yeah,
guys,
yeah.
they're going to Ghost.
Oh yeah.
Bill talked about it out here.
It's already in my calendar. It's already in the calendar.
Yeah.
And I know when J-Ro's not there, and I know Bill's a huge fan of him. So
Are you a fan of Ghost?
I like some of the songs.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that I don't care about him enough to go to the show.
Gotcha.
I like the songs.
Yeah.
I mean, there's very few shows that I'm like, hey, I gotta go see it. And it's, when I'm going, is Robin says, I hate taking you to those because you're doing homework and you're constantly thinking and your brain's going, do, and it is.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, if you do this, I know how to make that happen. I know how to make this happen. And he does the same thing too.
Yeah, I don't like music.
He goes, yeah,
Or the people that listen to it.
that just hit me. I was like, what did you just say? I'm in a band, but I hate music.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's a weird thing. Weird thing I got going on.
Yeah.
Justin Smithson will be laughing at that comment. I really will.
Justin's a big fan of my show. He wants me to go live. I said no. I'm not meant to do live.
Well, we could have done this one live. It's been good so far. Well, now it's time to change that.
Let's ruin it.
Tim, you've watched me grow over 5 years, man.
I have.
Yeah. And I appreciate you watching every episode.
I
At least try
to watch every episode.
I overbooked this year, but I did it out of love.
You learn though.
Yeah.
You learn. It's like, okay, I overbooked. I did too much.
I learned to do only 15 next year.
And that's what but you had to learn that for yourself
Yes.
to realize that, hey,
Yeah.
I can't physically do this.
Yeah.
I can't mentally do this. Let's do it this
On an
way.
overnight schedule. Oh,
Right.
Jesus Christ, I'm about dead now. I counted tonight. I got 14 after this, and that's a summer break.
Right.
I'm gonna enjoy a lot of September.
When does
for
this
myself.
air?
Somewhere in next
Somewhere
month.
into November. So, we had a great time playing that Yacht Rock show.
Right.
Yeah. Borgia got a
exactly.
hold of me today. He goes, when's my episode airing? I said, sometime in the next week to 10 days. He goes, you told me that last week.
Yeah.
It's not airing, Dave. I've taken over.
I totally am skipping over Ryan Quinn to air his tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I skipped over Quinn twice now.
You hear that, Ryan? Hear that?
And I go out to lunch with Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess you're not going out to lunch with him again.
But it's cool to be friends with all you guys. I mean, you guys watch me grow. Tim, I obviously met you haven't. You don't.
Matt
have
doesn't have Facebook.
He doesn't. And I thought you did one time because there is a profile.
Somebody-
for you.
That,
Yeah.
Gary Johnson did
And
that.
I messaged you.
And if you noticed it, it has things like likes, different strokes, facts of life, and he's got like all this 80s TV show themes that I think is hilarious. And then he's got likes porn. And you know it's not Matt, but it is Matt. And it's got a picture of him.
Gary's version of me.
It's got
See, Matt, I didn't know that, and I actually sent you a message.
There's a
want
lot of
you to
people
do
that
my
go-
show.
Yeah, a lot of people want you wouldn't be my friend. I'm like, what are you talking about?
That's why I think it's great.
I know. I think it's funny too.
You're smart not to do Facebook. You were the only.
You should
smart.
have it because I send you a bunch of Facebook things
I
that
know.
I can't
Gary
look at it because I don't have
Gary will have to
Facebook.
give me the face. The
He probably doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah, he probably doesn't know what the whatever. How
Matt,
get
would
into
you
it.
ever do Facebook?
No.
No.
He does my face.
He does book face.
Yeah, book face.
Book face. He's
Yeah, I
all
wouldn't
over
know what
book
to do
face.
with. I don't know what's it about. I don't even know what it's about.
I don't either, and I've been on it for 15 years.
It sounds like a bunch of people
It is.
hating on everybody else.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
over the computer.
Matt goes down the dark tunnel of YouTube
Oh,
I watch a lot of YouTube.
I love
I'm
YouTube.
I'm on YouTube all the time.
all the time. He's,
I love YouTube, Matt.
yeah, but he's into the dark YouTube.
Uh-oh.
Not really. Today I was learning all about MainStage and how to hook it up to the keyboards. Even though I don't have it yet, I want to.
Yeah.
That's all tech stuff. I read a lot of that.
Are you a techie guy?
No, I don't think so.
I have some money. I keep some of it on a jar on top of my refrigerator. I'd like to put more in that
I
jar.
watch a lot of movie clips.
I want to put some more in that jar. That's where you come in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matt's going to go see Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks good, huh?
I thought so.
I
I want
thought
to see
so.
the new Exorcist is what I want to see.
Oh, that's
That
gross.
actually kind of doesn't look too awful bad.
Now, the original.
That was the best
That was the
thing
best
ever.
one. But I hate when they say it's the scariest movie since The Exorcist.
No,
No,
none of them ever
please don't
came
ever do
close.
that. Don't do that.
None of them ever come close.
Not
What's
even
your
close.
scariest movie, Tim? What do you think?
I think Exorcist is right up there
Yeah.
with it, and then God, I don't know what else.
I thought when I was a little kid, the Amityville Horror was
Amityville
scary.
Horror, the
Yeah.
original Amityville Horror
Yeah.
was pretty scary.
I was terrified of Freddy Krueger. Now you look at it and just
Yeah, the first one was
first
scary,
one.
Yeah.
and then it was the first Friday the 13th was scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then when they remade them, they're just like,
What the heck is this? Jason lives.
It's like a
Jason's
comedy.
dead. Jason goes to Manhattan. What?
Yeah.
We'll put up the Scream movies just for something to laugh at.
Right.
That's just how it is in this house.
The first series of It, the new It,
Yeah.
those were actually kind of scary.
Yeah.
She went to the movies with us on that one, and she had her eyes closed to the whole thing. So I'm like, I don't even know why you came with us because you had your eyes closed.
I don't blame you.
But I remember,
Clowns suck.
But I represent John Zaffis, who's
Yes.
the from Haunted Collector. He's one of my close friends actually, and once you've dove into some of his knowledge of the actual cases, that's kind of scary. Actually, if you watch The Haunting in Connecticut, the Discovery Channel documentary, that's scarier than Haunting in Connecticut itself.
Yeah.
And that was the documentary.
See, I'm a big fan of the paranormal shows. Ghost Hunters is my favorite. And you said you
I
represented them.
represented Jason and Grant for a
That's
while.
awesome.
Back when it was Jason and Grant, now it's just Jason and Steve and everything.
Yeah.
And then
Tango.
Chris Fleming is one of the new ones that is coming up too, that he's been around for a long time. But Chris Fleming's got he's got a huge show in the UK right now,
Yeah.
and he's one of my clients now too.
I watched Zaffis when he had Haunted Collector. I used to
Haunted
watch that all
Collector,
the time. That's a great show.
He's coming around the area. He's gonna be at Morrisville College the Friday before Halloween.
You book him, right?
Hmm?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I know his calendar.
Yeah, obviously. I had
I know
one
when he's
dumb
coming
question,
home.
Tim.
I know when he's coming home and coming around the area, and it's I just talked to him last week. Like I said,
Can you get him here?
he'd come and do your show. He's just people
I would
don't
love it.
realize he is the most down to earth ball. You call him Uncle John, kind of thing.
I would love it because I want one paranormal person on here.
Oh,
Who
I'd love
better?
to have you bring him. Yeah, I'll talk
Can
to him.
you book it?
Yeah, well, you may have to go to take the
I'll
the
take
thing
it
to
on the
Morrisville,
road.
take it on the road to Morrisville College, but I will set it up.
Okay.
Johnny will do that.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
if you want, I can get Agent Paranormal. They're from this area. So,
Really?
yeah.
All right.
That's my associate Rich and his team. So.
Yeah. I'm very interested in it. I'm a fan of it.
Yeah, no, that kind of stuff is like I said. I got into it.
I could talk my way through a conversation with it.
I got myself into this 20 years ago, with the paranormal stuff.
Yeah.
And I've done okay with it.
And I know with
I book
GP
it all.
Entertainment, you help a lot of people.
I do help a lot of people
Yep.
and book a lot of entertainers.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of people that are. I mean,
It's a beat.
we've got Cooper Greer, who's a country guy that's all over CMT, and actually he's going to be at Turning Stone this Friday. It's not going to air, but he plays Turning Stone, once every 4 months or whatnot. But he's already got 2 songs on CMT.
Yeah.
I mean, this kid's going to be huge
Good.
in another year. So I'm lucky to have him on the roster now. But I'm that stop before the majors actually. So
Now
because
that-
Carly Pierce was on my roster
Really?
at one point in time.
Oh,
She started in the college market. She
My
was on
cousin
our
just went to
roster.
see her last night or the night before.
Yeah,
At
she
Turning
was one of my
Stone.
clients, and I said to Richard, "Don't even bother signing her." I said because she's not going to be on this roster very long.
Yeah.
I said she's too. I can just sense who's going to break and who's going to be on the way.
You represent Sydney too, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's great.
How long
She's-
before she breaks out? She's
She's
coming
got
in
a lot
couple
of great
weeks.
things going on right now.
She's
so I
coming
mean,
here in a couple weeks.
she embarks in the fall. She starts the college tour. She showcased for me down in Hershey, and she did very, very well at the conference. I mean, I went to her, we coached her, and told her kind of what songs to play, and it's good because, like I said, her mom and dad were both down there, and I love her dad. And Scott I said, just try not to film, and he's down in the front row with all the young kids going, I'm from OCC with this camera. I'm like, what's he doing? And I'm standing next to the sound guy, kind of like telling him, pull the guitar up, pull the guitar down, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And her stepmom came walking out, and she was all teared up. I'm like, what's the matter? She said, I've never seen her play like that before. She kicked ass. But I worked with her on her 10-minute showcase that we had to work with. So, and she's gonna do well this fall. So she's got, like I said, embarking in the college life coming up right now. So she's she's got a good few years in the college market, and then she'll be pros.
Sky's the limit.
Already is for her. So
Yeah. That's awesome.
because Brian's done, Brian's been done. I've been working with Brian on that one for a while, and he brought me Cooper, and we got the other ones lined up for the next couple conferences. So
Nice.
we've already got a bunch of country guys coming in a band from Toronto. Oh no, from Ottawa. I'm sorry, Ottawa, coming in showcasing in Massachusetts. So we got a lot of things in the pipeline. So
Good. Good for you, man.
and I just got Anna Guzman, who was just on AGT. She's on my roster. She just got picked for 2 showcases, one in Arkansas and one in California. So she's my client too. So she's already on to good things too. So
Yeah. Now, there comes a point where you say, okay, you're on to the next level?
no, when they started, I mean, I represented Justin Willman from he was on Cupcake Wars and now Magic for Humans. That was our claim to fame. That was what built GP Entertainment.
Yeah.
He's, at some point in time, they come to you and say, okay, well, we're going to try to keep you on for the college portion of it, but they like everything in house. But
Yeah.
Justin kept us on as long as he could. I mean, he was with me for 8 years. He may have been with the companies right now for 8 years, but it took him floating everywhere else before that.
Yeah.
So, and we're still friends. So
Yeah.
It's, there's no hard feelings at all by that. I'm so proud of what he's done. So.
Yeah. Good for you. That's nice that you help everybody out like that, man. And, give them a
I
platform.
learned from our mistakes.
Yeah.
I wish you helped me more.
Huh? I do help you.
He's one big mess right
Yeah,
there.
I'm a big mess.
He is a mess.
Matt, I appreciate you coming, man. This is a big deal for me.
Oh.
And obviously,
You'd
Tim.
be like, I'll never do that again. I was
I,
thinking having that guy on.
Matt's just Matt is that kind of person.
Yes. Tim, thank you for your support and friendship, man.
Oh, thank you, man.
And-
You're welcome.
And
You
I
should
know I bend your ear more often than I
just
should
keep
have.
doing what you're doing,
I'm going to keep doing it, man.
and just don't worry
Lower
about
scale next year. Way
Huh?
lower.
it. No, just don't.
Not
Don't
book
kill
so many.
yourself. Yeah, just
Just because I can book don't mean I should.
Well, that's good that you can, though,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, it's good. I mean, a lot of people love the outdoor setting and they love
Mhm.
coming here and just shooting the shit because it really is just chilling. It
Right.
really is. It's named correctly,
Yeah.
and a lot of people are fans of it. So, I appreciate you guys coming.
thanks for having us.
No problem. man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So
Where can
Follow us on
everybody?
Facebook.
Yes, I want to say where can everybody find
Not
you?
me.
Instagram.
Don't follow me on Facebook.
follow him on Pornhub.
only
as
fans?
is only
that a thing?
as only.
Yes, only.
It's OnlyFans, not as only.
I don't know.
You just started a new website.
Yeah.
As only. Oh,
Some-
jeez, Rick.
You did get credit on Seaman Sippers 3, just to let you know.
Awesome.
That was bad.
Wow.
I don't know what that means. Is that an interweb thing?
That's for me to end the show.
Oh.
An
Wow.
embarrassment.
All right.
Check out Gridley Paige, guys.
Yeah, hang on a second. I gotta make sure.
What are you doing?
Play this outro theme.
I gotta play my outro theme. Don't shut the camera
I'm
off.
not shutting it off. I'm waiting for you to come out.
I'm waiting for the commercial to get done. Thank you. Thank you.
We're waiting for Tim to come all the way off.
Oh.